hassle for telling my mom it wasn't cute or funny to dress me as a hot dog instead of a princess. So there's this new Target commercial going around where a little girl dresses as a hot dog, and it came on while my family was watching a scary movie. I, 20F, ran home from college for the weekend, brought my boyfriend, and my mother, 57F, decided it would be funny to mention that she'd made me a hot dog costume as a kid. Except the way she told the story was my request. She said that all the girls wanted to be Disney princesses, but I had asked to be a hot dog, and so she'd gone out of her way to make me that costume. This is not what happened, and I said as much. What actually happened is that I wanted to be Snow White, and had told everyone, including the teachers, that I was going to be Snow White. I was obsessed with that movie as a kid, to the point that I would actually get invested in doing chores, because I was cleaning up just like Snow White. My dad and I would watch that movie all the time, and I was very excited to be Snow White for Halloween. Especially because my ballet studio was doing a special princess dance for Halloween, and we'd all signed up for special princess slots, and I'd shown up early with my dad the week before, so I could get to be Snow White. My mother decided that she wanted to be quirky, and that Snow White was a bad role model after I got in trouble for trying to cook dinner for my family. I was about 8 and I tried to make hot dogs, like how she made food for the dwarves in the movie, and that I made a mess. My mom surprised me on the day of with this crappy hot dog and told me if I didn't wear it, she'd never let me watch Snow White again. She took a million pictures so the girls teased me for months, and it was one of the most humiliating moments of my childhood. I told the real story and mentioned that I got through the day by pretending that she was the evil queen making me dress in rags, but the rags happened to be a garbage me costume. She got really quiet after that, and after we left, my brother says she was crying and looking at the pictures from that Halloween. I didn't want to make my mom cry, but it's a shitty memory for me, and it felt like she was trying to humiliate me all over again in front of my boyfriend. TLDR, I called my mom out for forcing me to be a hot dog for Halloween and humiliating me as a child after she brought up the story pretending I wanted to be that. Am I the asshole? Update. Hi everyone. First off, I wanted to give a big thank you to all the people who reached out with kindness back in October. I was struggling a lot with whether I'd done the right thing, and gained such an overwhelming consensus definitely helped me feel better. There wasn't actually that much fallout from the whole situation. I kind of forgot about it for a few months. My mom was a little awkward the next few times we saw each other, but that was all back to normal by Christmas. Stuff laid out, which means a lot because she's never been into that stuff. And when I was done, she surprised me with the most gorgeous Snow White dress I've ever seen. It's genuinely stunning quality, and I couldn't believe it was actually for me. She was all dressed up as the Wicked Queen too, with the cowl and everything, and she took me to see the new Snow White movie together. When I tell you I almost cried, I'm not exaggerating. It was one of the best days I've ever had with her, and I felt like a legit princess when the little girls came up and asked for pictures, I swear. I've never enjoyed anything that much. I might actually try and get a job as a party princess if I can just swing it, just because of how great this experience was. After the movie, which by the way is better than most people are saying, I added a new love interest, but Rachel killed it. She apologized for not taking my feelings into consideration when I was younger, and explained that she had always just wanted to feel like I could be anyone I wanted to be, and didn't have to conform. But what she did ended up being a form of confirmation itself. And if I wanted to be a princess, she's going to do her best to help me feel like the best princess in the world. She did explain that the hot dog costume wasn't meant to be a punishment. She thought I'd think it was funny, but that she would never have gone that far without making sure I liked it, and she didn't actually ever intend to take Snow White away. I believe this. She truly seems apologetic, and I told her that she is 200% forgiven. So things are good. I'm glad I spoke up when I did, and I think my mom and I are going to be closer now. Honestly, she's a good person, and I'm really grateful to have her like a mother. Thank you. Am I the asshole for laughing at my stepson and ruining his wedding? Throwaway is shortened for character count. For context, I have been married to my husband for just over 20 years. We started dating when my stepkids were 5 and 3. Our kids are Adam 28, stepkid number 1, Ben 26, stepkid number 2, Charles 20, David 17, and Ellie 13. Adam is getting married at the end of summer to his fiancée Alice 27. We have all been very excited for them. All of the kids have rules for the wedding. Charles is the best man, the other boys are groomsmen, and Ellie is a junior bridesmaid. Last weekend we had dinner for my husband's birthday. All the kids attended along with Alice. The topic of the wedding came up again, and this sort of started going downhill. Ellie brought up that she was so excited to go dress shopping, and they would plan to go to the bigger city in a few weeks to get her a dress, and me, as stepmom of the groom, dress. At that, Alice looked at Adam sideways and responded that we only needed to worry about one dress, at least. Ellie kind of laughed and said, "What are you expecting Mom to wear, a suit?" Alice responded with, "My name isn't going." You know, we are keeping our guest list very limited to only family and few close friends. What? Adam and Alice have been to our house numerous times for holidays, dinners just to say hi since they've been engaged. This had never been brought up. Pretty quickly things escalated. The Cliff Notes version is that Charles asked them to clarify if they were choosing to uninvite me now, or if I was never invited. Alice confirmed the latter. Why? Adam said it's because I'm not his mom. Charles, David, and Ellie argued with Adam and Alice that none of them were going to go if I was invited, that it was cruel to leave me out given that I've been his parent for a majority of his life and loved him like my own. My husband and I admittedly sat there for a minute just fucking shocked. Adam finally turned to my husband and said, well, my husband told him he wouldn't be going either. Adam then turned to me and asked if I was really going to let everybody ruin his wedding on my behalf. Here's where I might be the asshole. I just laughed. I don't know what came over me, but the entire thing was just so ridiculous that laughing was the only thing I could get out. I told my husband I'd be waiting in the car and left, and then promptly bawled my eyes out. Anyways, Charles, David, and Ellie are not talking to Adam. Adam called my husband yesterday to try and smooth things over. He was still adamant I'm not invited and it's their wedding. He also requested I apologize for laughing at him. My husband told him, tough shit, it's their wedding, they can invite whoever they want, but they can't control who will actually go. He said they owe me an apology and that Adam should be ashamed of himself. I'm getting texts now asking what the fuck I did or why I'm being a step monster and ruining the wedding. I am sorry, I had to cut out a lot for character count to post. When Adam called, my husband did ask him if I had done or anything. If it was related to Biomom, she has never gone along with us. If I had overstepped in any way. Adam says no, it's just they want family only. Stepdad is invited as far as we know. I was a stay-at-home mom for most of my stepkid's childhood, and we had 50-50. My husband has always worked a lot, but he had been as involved as possible. The house and child rearing mostly fell to me though. I love our kids to pieces. I thought we had made it clear from the beginning that I am/was another parent that loves them, not a replacement mom. We've never had any issues, and I thought up until now that we were particularly close. Our communication was slowed since he met Alice, but he was calling me about once or twice a week prior to this. Alice and I have gone shopping on occasion, got a lunch, and I even went with her to the florist for the wedding because her mom was unavailable, and Adam got called into work. There has to be something since someone causing an issue, and my husband and I are baffled. Would I be the asshole for canceling a hotel booking I made with people I no longer speak to anymore? I, 20F, made a hotel booking for myself, my sister, 15F, and 3 other girls, 20F, back in October for a concert in June. However, since December I had an argument with one of the girls that led to her ignoring me and no longer speaking to me, with the other 2 seemingly taking her side and the 3 of them ostracizing me from the group. This led to me moving out of the flat we shared, and since then none of them have attempted to contact me and just seem to get angry with me at every other thing I do. I tried multiple times to apologize and mend things with them, which only resulted in them either ignoring or dismissing me, the issue as nothing and pretending nothing was wrong. That was a very, very shortened summary of what happened, and I've come to a conclusion that I do not want to make amends with these people. I do not want to speak with them anytime soon for the way that they've treated me. Here's the issue. I do not want to stay at the same hotel as them for the concert in June. The advice I've received from almost everyone in my life is to cancel the booking and rebook another hotel for me and my sister. They think it's an appropriate response to the way they've treated me these past 6 months. I don't like this option because I would feel obligated to tell them that I'm canceling the booking, which undoubtedly start an argument that I'm not mentally prepared to handle. It's refundable, pay on the day booking that can be canceled up to a week before the stay. I booked 2 rooms, one for my sister and I and the other for them. My initial plan was to cancel one of the rooms and transfer the booking of the other room to them. However, I've been told that my card will still be attached to booking and it might not even be possible to do this without talking to any of them about it. I'm starting now to want to cancel the booking altogether and book something else for my sister and I, as I know for a fact they will not sort anything out for themselves or talk to me about this until the very last minute. A lot of people have been telling me I need to grow a backbone and let them deal with the consequences of refusing to communicate with me for over half a year now. Will I be the asshole for doing this? Happy to give more context. Edit. Hi, I appreciate everyone's comments and takes on this, even the harsher ones. I'm going to delete this post soon since it's become a hell of a lot bigger than I anticipated. I plan on sending a message telling them that I'm going to cancel the booking on X date, and that they can call the hotel that day if they still need a room for that event. Then leaving it at that, I'm not planning to give an update on this, but I still want to thank everyone for the advice I received. Am I the asshole? F30 for considering to terminate my ex's M2032 lease agreement. I recently ended a 4-year-long, seemingly well-working relationship after his mother insisted he couldn't date outside his culture. Later, it became clear that he never took our relationship seriously, while living at my property benefiting from my emotional and financial support during his tough and often unemployed times, contributing nothing financially. Turned out he dated other women for fun, communicated with potential wives, picked by his mother, and at the end, when confronted, told me he always viewed me as close friends, not a couple. Despite the fact that as a woman I am absolutely stable financially and have a successful career while he mainly struggles to get by, the discrimination was so severe from his family that when I asked a simple cake recipe from his mother via him, I was rejected with the excuse that I cannot be given to any foreigner, and being from a different country, I'm not capable of making it anyways. After our relationship ended, he was in the process of renewing his residency permit. We live in my country within the EU. He's a third country national. Our immigration law is very strict, and he was required to submit a rental contract covering the validity period of the residency permit he's applying for. His current landlord refused to sign the papers owning my property, knowing that I still loved him very much. That time, and still being in the process of dealing with the entire situation, he turned to me and asked if I would provide the document. Playing my emotional side, unfortunately I ended up providing the contract. This is totally my fault. We completely cut ties after no contact since. After putting in enough self-work, overcoming the shockwaves, understanding, processing what happened, I feel like my trust and care had been misused and abused. It seems like his family was also always aware and happy about all the help I provided him throughout the years. Got him a job previously 2 times, financed all his vacations, as he could not pay in one amount, only give back to me in small parts, help him get new tech equipment with the same financial agreements, got him through his depression, so on. I understand that they would never consider me as an equally valuable human being. Not the family, therefore also not him. His residency application is still under review, and I am now considering to terminate the lease contract I've provided and notify the immigration authority that he will not be living at a given address. However, I am aware that would mean that his residency application would be rejected with no option to submit a contract or appeal. What do you think? Am I the asshole for considering crossing his future only because I feel hurt and used? I'm seriously worried about my karma. Well, yet again, another narration. I don't know how I feel. I feel awkward when I do these, I guess. I'll get better at it, but yeah, here's the second one. I don't know what I'll do for the third one, but maybe it'll be a long horror story, but I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to visit some of either asshole stories or whatever. But yeah, let me know what I can do to improve, or send me your own stories. Anyways, thank you. Goodbye.